Hello, my name is Chris Ekpekurede. I'm an engineer and a writer and an elder of the Church of Christ. Once again, I welcome you to my YouTube channel. Now, I begin this episode by asking you a question. Here is the question. If you were attending a job interview for an appointment to perhaps the highest position you could aspire to in life, would you not put your best foot forward? Will you not dress up properly and put together your best certificates and credentials to get that job? You see, there is no need for you to answer me. I know what you will do. Now, your president, Bola Ahmed Tinubu, at Chatham House months ago, told the whole world that his government will be a government of teamship. And what he meant by that was a collection of people to whom he will delegate his responsibilities. Now, in his teamship, the man is currently proposing for ministerial appointment a fellow who sat for his West African school certificate, 5 subjects, and got only 2 credits. Somehow, that fellow has ended up as the owner of a master's degree in energy security management, whatever that means. This is a country where to get into a university, you need a minimum of 5 credits. Now, that fellow not only has this grandiose degree, he was a former commissioner for energy development in Sokoto State. Now, I do not need to visit Sokoto to see what energy development this fellow brought. That would be a complete waste of my time. He was asked how he got into university with his 2 credits. And here are his answers. Just listen.
The nominee has masters in energy security management.
Ew.
And he also served as Honorable Commissioner for Energy Development in Sokoto State. There's a near consensus that our country is going through energy crisis. What will you do as a member of Federal Executive Council to ensure that the energy requirement of this country that will allow small and medium-scale enterprises to grow, that will allow for improved quality of life, that will also ensure that Nigeria attains its full potential? What will you do? What will your background with masters in energy security, how will it help the country?
Thank you, Mr. President. The nominee, first I want to congratulate you upon your being nominated by the President to be part of his cabinet. And I've taken time to go through your resume. I would like you to go back to your academic qualifications. I've been looking for your school cert. I saw one. You sat for 5 subjects with 2 credits. I don't know how. I want to imagine that you still have another to bring. If not, I would want you to explain how you got into university with that. Thank you.
The nominee.
Your Excellency, Mr. President of the Senate, principal officers of the Senate, distinguished senators, I would like to answer these questions from the last one, if the Senate permit. Sir, on the issue of qualification, I have other secondary school results which I have all passed that I have not attached to my CV because we are talking of secondary school certificates. And I want to remind distinguished senator, which I know he very much know, that the qualification of secondary school certificate, as enshrined in the Constitution, you can stand for an election up to the presidential election. So I didn't bother you with much certificates, but I know you don't have the qualification for that. Okay, sir.
You are saying that you chose what to give to the Senate. You chose the qualification to bring before the Senate because of the constitutional provision that a secondary school certificate is what is required to stand for election. You are not coming to stand for election. You are coming to be a minister of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. So which are the other certificates you concealed? Which are the other certificates that you did not put in your CV?
Excellency, sir, the certificate of secondary school is there and other certificates of other qualifications are there. What he is asking me is, I sat, my first sitting was secondary school certificate with 2 credit passes. And what I'm trying to say is that I have sat for another examination and I have passed, but I don't want to attach another qualification because
Well, I think it's not just for this nominee. It's important for all other nominees to know. Nigerians have a right to know their ministers. The international community has a right to know their ministers. So please, I don't think it's you don't choose and pick. So we will give the nominee time to bring the other certificates to circulate, but not necessarily appearing again before us. So I want to thank you for what you have done. I don't think you need to go further, but every certificate that you have, make copies of a clerk. He will come and see you. He will give you copies of the other certificates so that you can attach. So you can take a bow.
Did you hear him? He says he has other secondary school certificates that he passed. So why did he present the certificate that shows he failed? Does that make sense? Do you see how wobbly he is under questioning? Sote, the Senate House, the plenary session, screening him, was hushing him down. You see him? Former commissioner. What did he commission in Sokoto State, if I may ask? Now, because focus was on his certificate, he didn't get to answer the question as to what he would do with his wonderful certificate about Nigeria's comatose energy sector if he were to be minister and a member of the ruling council. Only God knows the gibberish that would have proceeded from his mouth if he were to answer that question. Now, in a normal job interview, this fellow shouldn't get the job. But then, this is Nigeria, where anything goes. You see, the abysmal quality of political leadership that Nigeria has suffered under is simply mind-boggling. It is like we just don't have people. We have square pegs in round holes, round pegs in square holes. Put forward good people for office, and the rotten system will frustrate them, as they are doing to Peter Obi right now. If these are the people in Tinubu's steamship, that ship is taking Nigeria nowhere. It is going to ground. Certainly not with some of the discredited or questionable characters that he parades in his ministerial team. No way. But by the way, what is it with Tinubu and his gang and certificates anyway? Why do they constantly harass our sensibilities with their certificates? To me, their parade of certificate scandals should win a place in the Guinness Book of Records. They should. Their best performance always is nothing but flowing agbadas to cover their emptiness. This country, Nigeria don't suffer. Nigeria don't suffer. What else do we need to know that Tinubu cannot solve our problems after rigging an election? No wonder the coup plotters of West Africa have no regard for him. They defy his hollow chairmanship of the ECOWAS. These people seem to know him better than we do. I beg, remember to subscribe. Hit the like button, please. Share this video and see you soon. God bless you.